Hey guys, it's Oz Creates, and today we're going to do an unboxing, setup, and demo of Morris Costumes' Catacomb creature. Alright, so this is a super cool animatronic. It's 8 feet tall and very creepy, so let's get into the unboxing part. Alright, so inside the box we have the pants, the shirt, the leg pull part 1, the 2 arms, the neck piece, the super huge scary looking head. It's super big. We have more cloth to put on him. We have his skulls that go in his hands. We have the back piece, the super huge mechanism, the adapter, the first, second leg pull, more leg pulls, the base, 2 more hanging skulls, another leg pull, and the instruction manual. Let me get this box out of here and we'll get into the setup. Alright, so I got everything laid out here now. The mechanism, the head, the pants, the pulls, everything. So the first step is going to be to take our base, part A, and put these 2 little things out on the sides. That just helps add more support so it stands up straight. Next step, we'll be taking the 2 B pulls, and they're just snap locks, sliding them in and snapping them in place to the A pull. After you've done that, you'll take your 2 C pulls and connect them to the B pulls. This is such a big animatronic, I have to set it up outside because it is 8 feet tall. Next step, we'll be taking our 2 Q pool noodle parts and sliding them over the legs to add more shape. Just like that. And just like that. After doing that, you're going to take your pants, which are over here, and slide them over the 2 noodles to give him his leg shape. So I would just put your hand through it and pull it over, and then you can usually just pull it right down. Let's do it for the other leg. Like that, and then we can take these cloth that hang off and kind of wrap it around like that. And then you can usually pull his feet pieces out a bit so it looks like he's standing nice and cool. Now let me move the camera up so as he grows taller, you guys can see it all. Alright, so the next step is going to be putting on his mechanism. So this is a very big mechanism with a lot of wires. So you're going to get it all ready and set up, and it's going to slide up here onto these 2 leg parts. You might need 2 people for this, but I think I should be good to get it on. It's just snap locks again, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, there we go. And then you guys can pull the pants up to the waist, like this. Okay, the next step is putting on the back piece. It looks like this, it just adds more shape to his back. So this just slides in up here at this top part right here. There we go. Let Let me see if the camera needs to be raised a bit more, and then we'll add on the shirt. All right, so the next step is to put on his shirt. So I have to get a ladder here because he is gonna just get taller and taller every time we get up to the next step. So I've got his shirt here, and it's basically just a huge piece of cloth that you wrap around him. So you gotta make sure that the sensor hole, which is on the front of the shirt, which is right here, can poke out so he can be censored. So what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna have to get up on your ladder, kind of wrap it around him like this, and then there's a Velcro at the top. I'm just gonna do the top one to keep it in place for now, and then I'll come back and do the rest later. So now that that's Velcroed on, we're gonna fix up his shirt and get him wired up, and then I'll put the arms in. All right, so I got everything all set up and wired up, and I've got his sensor poking out now. And next up, we'll be putting on the arms. So there's I and J. I will go on this side of his body. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our ladder, come up, find his sleeve, and this might take a second, but you have to slide it up through the sleeve and into the body. So what then you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go through the back and find the little spot where it clips in. This part might take a second. You have to line it up perfectly so it stays in. There we go. So that's the first arm. And you'll have to move the ladder back and fix up his clothing and make sure that it's in nice and tight. Sometimes these animatronics are a bit harder to set up. There we go. And now for his other arm, arm J, which will go on this side. And it's basically the same process, sliding it up and clicking in it. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll get on to the next step. All right, so I got the arms all finished and the Velcro on to keep the sleeves all the way up. And now the next step is gonna be taking our 4 skull hanging heads to put into his arms. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get up on your ladder again and go up, and up on his hands, there's little hooks. And you'll just put that right on that little hook. Same with the second one, there's another little hook that you can hang it in. And just like that, they hang there. And now we're just gonna do the same thing for this side. Two hanging skulls. And then the 2 hooks. 1 and 2. All right. And now the next step is gonna be putting on our head. So the head is kind of hard to put on because you have to get right next to him and he's kind of leaning back. So you have to get up and slide it right into a little socket just like the arm pieces. Like that. And now he's starting to look really good. Let me go ahead and get the head wired up and then we'll get on to the next step. All right, so we got his head all wired up, and this is the last step before the demo. So what we're gonna do is he's got these 2 just like mesh kind of creepy cloth pieces. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up behind him on our ladder, and they just kind of hang out over his head. So kind of like this, trying not to cover his eyes too much, and have them just kind of hanging, kind of something like that. There's 2 of them, and the other one I'm gonna kind of wrap around his neck, kind of like that. All right, so that is the complete of the setup, and now we're gonna go on to the day demo. All right, here we go.
You shall know me for the billowing cloud.
while he is next to a person.
Smell the stench of death wrapping around you. I will pull you tightly into my embrace. Smell the stench of death wrapping around you. I will pull you tightly into my embrace. With just one touch, your health and vitality will be sucked from you forever. Please, come closer. You shall know me for the billowing cloud of plague in my wake, for I am pestilence incarnate. Approach and seal your doom.
There he was, Morris Costumes Catacomb Creature. This is a great animatronic and I would definitely recommend him. Morris Costumes has a great line of animatronics each year, and their animatronics they're coming out with this year in 2023 are going to be awesome. I would definitely recommend them. You should go check them out on their online store. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.